What's wrong now? What is it?
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a very interesting video, and ladies, let's talk about this. Have you ever dated somebody and you pretended to be like low maintenance, and now that you're in a relationship or married now, you just find out that you wanted more than what you initially acted on? So today's video is a video that a lady posted. That was the first video you saw, and that video has struck a bigger conversation for ladies to talk about. So apparently she posted that video and she wrote in the caption, I'm going to read it. I said, when you met your husband during your cool girl low maintenance era, so you never expected anything from him, but now you are in your 30s wishing you were romanced with gifts and flowers. And this has struck a bigger conversation for ladies to have. I'm talking about how some ladies, or maybe at that point in your life, you're like in your low budget era or cool girl era, and now you're in your soft girl era, and now you wanted more. You want the flowers, the romance that comes with this, and this has struck a bigger conversation. I have a lot to say about this conversation. But this has struck a bigger conversation where a lot of ladies were sharing their opinion on what they think about this, and why some ladies when they get into a relationship or into a marriage, now they want more, and then the men are like, you know what, this was never you. You didn't like flowers, you didn't like gifts, so now why, and all that. Anyway, guys, let's go hear other people's thoughts on this, then we'll come back and talk.
What's wrong now? What is it?
Every man I've ever asked, what is your favorite relationship movie? He always says, with the exception of one or two or three, he always says The Breakup. And I'm going to do a full breakdown on my podcast of that movie because it's brilliant. But there's one scene in particular that always stands out in my memory. They're arguing about dishes or something. And then she says, you never buy me flowers. And then he says, that's because you hate flowers. And then she says something like, no one hates flowers. But here's the thing, sis. You pretended to hate flowers in the beginning because you wanted to be a cool, chill girl so he would lock you down. That tactic always comes back to bite you in the end, because at some point you're going to get fed up with pretending. Yeah. And then you're going to try and flip the switch. Let me be the first to tell you, he's not going to step up to that plate. Odds are he's going to resent you because he signed on for one thing and now you want something else.
Exactly.
What's wrong now? What is it?
Bro, you want to talk about honesty in 2023? This fucking post right here hit me hard, and it hits different. When my significant other and I met, I was in my cool girl, low maintenance era, had no desires or requirements. And to be quite honest, I'm still kind of the same. Like, I really have no desires or requirements. We don't got time for that bullshit. Life is short. But as I'm getting older, some things would be really nice to kind of not only reassure or reinforce the connection, relationship, marriage, but just to make me feel nice, because I feel like I have done so much in his love language that I'm not really, and there's such a gap that to feed into each other's love language consistently is just not happening. So if you want a part two, let's talk about it.
What's wrong now? What is it?
Okay, there's another creator that stitched this talking about the breakup and how if you lie about what you want in the beginning of a relationship, it's going to cause resentment, which I agree with, 100% facts. But she's really only talking about like the female aspect of it and about how we try to like remain cool to like obtain the guy. But let's talk about how men are constantly like, I don't want a relationship with you. And then the second they sleep with you, they're like, you can't sleep with anybody else. But then they don't want to give you a ring. They don't want to create a family with you. They don't want to like build a home or a house or a life with you. They just don't want anybody else to touch you. They just want to waste your time until they're ready to find somebody else. Or you have the flip end of that, where you start dating, they knock you up and then leave your ass anyways. And then you're stuck with raising their kid while they're off living their best life. Like, just...
What's wrong now? What is it?
Please learn from my story. I used to be one of those girls. Like, I wanted to be a Manny Pixie dream girl so bad because of all the movies you saw we're the romantic pixie dream girl. The guy I was dating, he told me from the beginning what he could offer. No marriage, no kids, not a job that makes enough even for him to live off of, and his mom's basement. After a while, once I started to grow up, I kind of got tired of it. He kept promising he would do the things that I started to want. He did not. I wasted 5 years trying to hold on to it. Once I finally let him go, I realized men who really want you will go the extra mile. Men who are serious about you will let you know that they're serious. But you have to set those boundaries. The men I've dated this year have wanted to marry me, wanted me to live with them, have paid my rent, and worship the ground I walk on.
Good girl.
Okay. When I first got married, I would have been considered low maintenance. I didn't care about going on fancy dates. I didn't care about presents. Well, at least he didn't think I cared.
Okay.
And he didn't know I cared because I didn't say anything because I wanted to be low maintenance because my whole life I was told that I was too much. So guess what? That went into my marriage.
Low maintenance.
One day, I lost it. I was like, dude, you don't buy me flowers? You don't take me out. He goes, you said you didn't care about that. I didn't even know. Be honest with your spouse. Being the cool girl isn't fun.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that's cool for you, fine. But if you actually want flowers and dates, I feel like people make women out to be too high maintenance for wanting that when that's literally just their love language. Like, me personally, I don't love fancy gifts. I don't like gifts, and I don't like it when people touch me. Well, I love hugs, but my husband, on the other hand, like if he was rubbing my hand and stuff, that's what I mean. Like if he's like, running smooth circles over my thumb, it's just, no, I cringe. No. It's just weird. But now, after 6 years, sorry. After many, many years, we have each other's love languages down pretty pat. Now he's great. He knows what to get me. He knows that if it's a gift, it needs to be something thought out. And just, basically, I'm a disaster at TikTok. But, guys, women, you are not high maintenance for wanting flowers and dates. You are not high maintenance for wanting pretty things. If your love language is gifts, yeah, he better be buying you gifts because that is how you understand love.
Yeah.
If his love language is physical touch, yeah, you do your best to hold his hand and do everything you can because you are not high maintenance for wanting to be loved in the way you want to be loved. Thank you.
What's wrong now? What is it?
What have I told you guys 1,000 times? The women that are like, oh, I don't need him to take me to a nice restaurant to know that he loves me. I don't need flowers to know that he loves me. I don't need for him to pay for my nails because I can do it because I'm independent and I don't need no man. They are the same women complaining about, oh, when is it my turn? Why don't I get the princess treatment? God, it's me again. So which one is it? Many, many women think that if they go into a relationship acting like a cool girl, he's going to be able to fall in love and then they're going to be able to set the standard. When in reality, the one that ends up falling more in love and ends up getting hooked, it's her. And then she ends up settling for his bare minimum treatment. And you know why they do that? Because they're afraid of being abandoned. Stop being afraid of being abandoned and set these standards from the beginning.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But please, please, please keep it respectful. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. Like we do here, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. Okay? So, here's my own thought on this is that I 100% get where these ladies are coming from and their concept. I would say, I think in my younger years, and that's why I would still tell younger people, like, not everybody is for you. If you try to fit a certain look, without being the cool girl or the soft girl, but that's not who you really are, then it's going to come back to bite you. But just be your authentic self. And I want to point out that yes, maybe like what I would say, like when I was much younger, I would say I was in my cool girl era, but also I also have some things that were necessary for me. And some men will usually think that at that age I was like high maintenance, but I just feel like you just have to stick to what you really are, your authentic self, and whoever is for you is going to be for you. And even when you grow and change, communicate that with your partner. A lot of women don't communicate their love language or what they want from their partner or how they will receive love, because they don't want to be too much, or they don't want to seem like high maintenance, or he can easily get together, won't stress him out. I'll tell you that if you skip that part of your relationship and you don't allow your partner to treat you the way you want to, or communicate how you want to be treated, on the long run you are going to have resentment towards them, because you're not getting the love, you're not receiving love the way you want it. And fitting in the box is not like it. Like I will always tell people, you're not for everybody. Even generally in life, you're not for everybody. People that are going to stick with you, they're going to stick with you, and they're going to love you no matter way. So why don't you just live your authentic self and be honest and communicate exactly what you want and how you want it? Just be very, very precise. A lot of women are very vain, are like, no, I don't care, I'm going to be the ride or die. Why deep down you're not a ride or die? So I would say live your authentic self, and when you're changing, let your partner know that, okay, I think I've outgrown this. Like this incident between me and my husband, I was the type, like, I usually, when I was much younger, I love going to different fast food joints to really go out, eat, and all that. Like, hang out with my boyfriend and now husband. I really enjoyed those type of things. And I remember a couple of years ago, he was trying to come back with, oh, let's do something we used to do back in the days. And guys, I was over it, and he did a couple of times. I kept quiet. I was like, "What is he doing?" And I think after about 2 dates like that, I just called him. I was like, "Guy, like, I'm no longer in that era anymore. I'm more of like I like fancy restaurant now. But back then when I was much younger, I didn't like fancy restaurant. Eh, I don't. It wasn't something I would think about. But now, almost in my 40s, I want to get dressed or put on my heels, my nice cute dress, take me out on a proper date in a nice fancy restaurant and spend the money. Okay? So I feel like it also depends on the stage you are in the life as a woman, but as you grow and as you evolve and as you know yourself better, communicate with your partner how you want to receive love, and if you want flowers, you want fancy date, communicate that with him. Anyway, guys, that's my thought about this topic down in the comment section. Please feel free to share your own opinion down in the comment section. Okay, so feel free to do that, but keep it respectful. Please share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversations, so go ahead and share this video. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, smash the like button, because that helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces.